Okay, I got the transaxle out of the errands from Kijiji. Let me start off by saying what a stupid transaxle. AYP had a great design transaxle for many years. Then they start putting out this crap. This is a plastic fiberglass transaxle. A lot of these have failed prematurely. This one does still work, but it did have an issue. It did have a failure that hopefully is resolved. On the front here is a shifter cam. So this right here basically selects it to forward, neutral, and reverse. This is right here is the selector. This selects to forward, neutral, and reverse. That failed. The shifter linkage is still in the machine. The shifter cam, part of it is here, part of it is with my neighbor. He is a high school shop teacher at a local school. He did make a bushing, actually had a student make a bushing for me. Unfortunately, it was the wrong diameter for this shaft right here. Now looking, I probably could have just took that shaft right out and gave that to him, but the transaxle was still in the machine at the time, and I did not know how necessarily to get it out. Also, will that come off or not? So I found a piece that was exactly the right size to go over that shaft. It was the wrong diameter for the shifter cam, and he made me another one, or he had a student make me another one. So hopefully the actual shifter cam is taken care of. We should be good on that aspect. And hopefully we can get this transaxle fixed, put back in, and hopefully the errands from Kijiji will be back up and running. To get it out, it was pretty standard. 4 bolts in the back, 2 on each side, 2 bolts towards the front in these brackets right here. Then you have your belt that actually goes right here. Then it has a spline belt that goes up to this part right here, which I believe is a clutch. Like I said, I have tested this transaxle. It does function. It's just that shifter cam was not working properly, and that's where the issue was. This machine also uses cable brakes. It no longer uses a rod, which that's here or there. The cable can have issues over time. If it gets rusty, it's going to snap that cable. The old setup always did work better. So it's just some call it progress. Others who work on this stuff call it garbage. There's also an electrical connection that goes to the actual transaxle. It's most likely just a safety switch. So anyways, that's it right here. Yes, it's about half the weight of a standard transaxle, but you can't do as much with these as you can the originals. Like I have machines out back that are 30 years old, and the transaxle still works perfectly fine. Will this one still be working in 30 years? Probably not. This machine's only 5 or so years old. The engine had already failed, and it had a transaxle issue. So when I do get it back together, and when I get the bushing here, I will show it. He's not back yet. So anyways, that's where we're at right now on the errands from Kijiji. Basically, the part that this needed was unobtainium. Pictures come up of what they say it is, but they don't look like what the original is. So I've opted to try and fix what I have. Absolute worst case scenario, like I've said before, the engine has already paid for this machine, putting it together and getting it running. This will be a parts tractor. If this transaxle cannot be fixed, it's a parts machine. The deck is a fairly standard deck that will fit on a lot of the newer machines. Again, a lot of these newer machines have rotted out over time. So if this is bad, which I'm hoping it's not, I do have light at the end of the tunnel. So also there are a few of these for sale on eBay, but who knows, if you risk getting an eBay transaxle, will have the same issue this one did with a bad bushing. So anyways, that's where we're at on this. Hopefully I can get it back together tomorrow, and hopefully get this machine back down the road. So I'll talk from there. Please keep it redneck like always, and please subscribe and comment.